Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to serve as the director of the nursing programs here at Craven Community College. And tonight we gather to celebrate a significant milestone in the lives of our nursing students. Graduation from nursing school. First, I'd like to take a moment to introduce our dedicated nursing faculty. They've worked tirelessly to provide the best education for these graduates, equipping them with the knowledge, skills, and abilities needed to excel in their future nursing careers. Okay, Sheila Belcher. Sharon Belrose. Dorothy Higgins. Terry Morris. Kelsey McBride, Lauren Janik, Tara Howery, Mary Elaine Knight, Kelly Toller, Sarah Nichols. Okay. And then we also have some of our clinical adjunct faculty, and they are very important at our clinical sites in guiding students as they're caring for patients. And we have Kim Breeze, Madeline Fremmel, Marilyn Ramsey, Chris Evans-Rook, Maureen Pitts, and John Hogan. The pinning ceremony is a tradition dating back to 1880 that marks the transition from student nurse to professional nurse. Graduates, the pin you receive tonight is more than a mere accessory. It symbolizes professionalism, compassion, and caring. Wear it with pride, for it represents your individual achievement and commitment to the nursing profession. Florence Nightingale, the visionary founder of modern nursing, spent countless hours nursing sick and wounded soldiers during the Crimean War in the 1850s, leaving an indelible mark on the field of healthcare. Later in our ceremony, our graduates will recite a version of the Nightingale Pledge, affirming their dedication to upholding the values and vision of nursing. Thank you all for joining us as we celebrate the accomplishments of this special group of nursing graduates. This ceremony is bittersweet for me. It marks the final associate degree pinning ceremony I will attend as a member of Craven Community College nursing faculty, as I will be retiring August 1st. I haven't kept track, but over the past 25 years, I think I've probably attended close to 50 pinning ceremonies. Each one has been a celebration of hard work, compassion, and the beginning of a meaningful journey in nursing. While it's going to be difficult to say goodbye, I find comfort in knowing that as I grow older and may one day need health care, there's a good chance the nurse by my side will be one of our graduates. But enough about me. Tonight's about our graduates. As you well know, these individuals faced numerous challenges throughout nursing school, yet each one of them has met those challenges with determination and resilience, earning the right to walk across the stage tonight. I have every confidence that they will go on to make a meaningful and lasting impact in the lives of their patients. So it is with immense pride and heartfelt congratulations that I welcome them into the nursing profession. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our speaker for this evening, Brian Nobles. Brian is an aviation engineer for FRC East in the Navy. His title is stress analyst. Brian is a 2005 graduate of New Bern High School and a graduate of our 2+2 engineering program here at Craven Community College, earning his bachelor's degree from NC State in 2011. Brian is happily married to his wife of 12 years, Denise, and they have 3 beautiful children, a daughter, River, age 9, a daughter, Charlie, age 7, and a son, Reed, age 3. In his free time, he enjoys collecting vinyl records and researching engineering topics. He also enjoys working on his hand cycle and has a goal of completing a 5K one day. So without further ado.
Does this work? Yeah, there it is. Just going to put these right there. You know, the last time I came here to talk was to speak in the class about spinal cord injury. And I think I ended up taking over an hour. But this time I won't be speaking for that long. But the recap, when I was 15, broke my neck. And, you know, that was over 20 years ago. And during that time, I've had countless encounters with medical professionals, especially nurses. I can attest that part of the reason why I'm here today is because of them. I can recall the ones that were there for me while I was in recovery, while I was in rehab, and the ones that were there whenever my babies were born. And I can't believe that I'm here to be your keynote speaker. And it's a real privilege. So as part of that celebration and hard work and sacrifices that all of you made, and because you've chosen to invite me along on this, I wanted to wish you all the best first week ever. May you dodge the stench of C. diff, avoid the snowstorm of flaky skin while peeling off socks, escape belly button mysteries, and steer clear of lice, bed bugs, or anything to do with the word infestation. Picture this, you're all gloved up, ready to be a hero, and instead, you're playing whack-a-mole with rogue critters. Hang in there, though. It gets better. And I've been thinking a lot about this lately, about how hard it is to be in this sort of profession where you weigh your success on if you're measuring it by the success of a patient in their recovery. And in my opinion, the best nurses are the empathetic type. And I assume this also takes a part of them if they let it. It may sound cliche, but there's just some things that are out of your hands and are only with God. And I think about how hard it must be to bring it home, or to not bring it home, rather. Because even in my career, as an engineer, I still do. Finding a good work-life balance is hard, and as time goes on, it seems to get even harder. And that reminds me of my mother-in-law, Sue Precinct, who just recently received Nurse of the Year, by the way. She's one of the sweetest people I know. She tears up, basically, at any cheesy commercial. Sorry, lost my place. She's trained generations of up-and-coming nurses, worked night shifts for years, and nowadays works on holidays, too. Sorry, it's tough actually not being behind a podium. But yeah, so she works on holidays, and I think it's because, you know, the younger nurses can have time off with their family since her kids are, you know, all 5 of her kids are grown now. And so one can appreciate that balance that she found. But recently, I read, or rather listened to, a book called The Algebra of Happiness. And I felt like the lessons from that were perfect for this setting, so I wanted to kind of bullet some of that. So here's your formula. Hustle now. Your career's trajectory is shaped by your early years, and it compounds. Nursing is grueling, with 12-hour shifts and steep learning curves. But with every IV you place builds your future if you think of it that way. So work hard now, it pays off. Master what you're good at. Get great at something, then passion follows. Find your strength and own it, as the author of the book says. Precision is in the grind, and it earns trust. Your skill will spark passion and open doors. Relationships are your lifeline. Friends, spouses, mentors, they'll carry you through nursing's chaos. Partners who get you having late night shifts, friends who laugh post-ER, and mentors who will push you. Happiness lives in small moments. Chase simple joys. Nursing can be heavy. Patients you lose, families in pain. But there are gems. A patient's thank you, a child's hug, a team debrief over coffee. On rough days, collect these moments and they'll fuel you. Don't be a jerk. Stress can make you snap, but kindness defines you. Be the one who thanks the aide, calms the scared family, and trains the new person on the floor. Your compassion will outlast your skills. And the next one I'm still working on. Be present. Love actively today. As the author also says, take pictures, text stupid things, check in with old friends, and tell people you love them. Nursing shows you life's speed and how short it could be, so act now. And lastly, I still remember a part of my graduation from engineering school. The speaker told us not to get comfortable, and then he repeated it. Do not get comfortable. Keep putting yourselves out there, because behind every principle lies a promise, and that's what I consider success. So go take selfies with your classmates, swap numbers, tell your parents you love them, and start saving lives. Congratulations, you're now healers and heroes.
We will now begin the presentation of candidates.
Christina Ballard. Christina would like to thank her husband, Jake, her daughters, Claire and Julia, for their unwavering support during this long adventure of nursing school. You picked up the slack when schoolwork became the priority. You were understanding when I wasn't available, even when I was moody or exhausted at times. A huge thank you to my husband for letting me be the ultimate passenger princess on our travels to tournaments and meets so that I could study and complete my assignments. I could not have completed this journey without the three of you supporting, motivating, and encouraging me every step of the way. I love you all to the moon and back. Christina has accepted a position at Centene, a lead prior authorization and utilization management. Caleb Bilak. A few years ago, right here at Craven Community College, Caleb had the honor of pinning his mother and also a graduate of the ADN program. Today, he comes full circle as he prepares to be pinned at the same college. Caleb would like to express his deepest gratitude to his mother for the unwavering support and his father for constantly being a constant example of determination and success. Caleb has accepted a position at ECU Health in the medical step-down unit. Elizabeth Jen Barkley. Elizabeth would like to thank her family and friends for their unwavering support. She is especially grateful to her children, Jet and Jessie, for the reminder to always smile. A special acknowledgement goes to her husband, Juice, for his patience and understanding as she remained focused on her goals. Elizabeth will continue fulfilling her active duty service obligation to the U.S. Army while pursuing her BSN at ECU with the ultimate goal of becoming an Army Nurse Corps officer. Isabel Baisden. Isabel would like to thank her mother, father, and brother for always sticking by her side through the good and the bad times during nursing school. She would also like to thank her family and friends for being encouraging and supportive. Isabel has accepted a position at Onslow Memorial Hospital in the emergency department. Kelly Botwell. Kelly would like to thank her beautiful daughter, Callie, her wonderful mom, Colleen, and her loving husband, Robert. Without them, she would not have had the courage and strength to stand here today. She would also like to thank the nursing instructors and faculty and fellow classmates who helped her grow and learn with encouragement, support, and strength. Kelly has accepted a position at the ECU in the medical oncology department. Jessica Evelyn Brown. Jessica would like to thank her instructors, friends, and family, especially her mother and father, Michelle and Avery, and her daughters, Macy and Addie. Their support carried her through these hardest moments. She dedicates this milestone to them. Jessica holds these words close. Even when the walls crumble, you have the power to build it again, stronger, steadier, and with purpose. Today she stands rebuilt, resilient, and ready to step into the nursing profession with strength and compassion. Jessica has accepted a position at Carolina East Medical Center in the intermediate cardiac unit. Julie Donahue. Julie would like to thank her family and friends who give her unconditional love, support, and many a prayer during her nursing school journey. The reason for completing nursing school and never giving up hope couldn't be here tonight, as this was her grandfather, Ralph, who remains a big part of her life, but passed away in 2016. He is survived by her grandmother, Linda, who has also been her rock, especially during nursing school. Lastly, Julie would like to thank her nursing instructors, clinical coordinators, and the Dean of Nursing for believing in her. Angel Cassandra Ferris. Angel would like to thank her children, Helena, Phoenix, and Luca, for putting up with Mom being so busy during the last few years, and their father, Jonathan, for pushing her to continue and to never give up. This degree is for you, kiddos. As her mother, Judy, and sister Bernadette, for babysitting during countless hours of studying, classes, clinicals, and precepting as she pursued nursing. Angel has accepted a position at ECU Health in the palliative care unit. Kenitris Fitzsimmons. Kenny would like to thank God for all she can do all things through Christ that strengthens her. She is grateful for her husband, her mother, and her father. For their love and support through this journey will never be forgotten. Kenny has accepted a position at ECU Health in the Adult Special Care Unit. Samuel Gallman. First and foremost, Sam would like to thank God for being with him through everything. He is deeply grateful for the unwavering support his family has shown him throughout the entire program, and thankful for his fiancée, Kelsey, who has been cheering him on since the very beginning. Sam has accepted a position at ECU Health in the medical step-down unit. Sean Gray. First and foremost, he would like to thank his mother and his family for continued support throughout this journey. Equally as important, he would like to thank the staff and instructors for their understanding during difficult times and their excellent instruction. And lastly, but definitely not least, he'd like to thank his peers. I feel as they've grown closer together as a group and have definitely earned a special place in his heart during the end of this program.
Savannah Hagee. Savannah would like to thank her husband for his unwavering support and her children who continue to be her greatest inspiration. She's also profoundly grateful to her mother, best friend, and the village that stood by her through every step. Her success would not be possible without their support. Amber Hardison. Amber would like to thank her family and friends for the amazing support and words of encouragement during her nursing school journey. She would also like to thank her daughter, Journey, for giving her the motivation to better understanding why she has been so busy lately, and for just being her. Lastly, she would like to thank her classmates and instructors for any and all support along the way. Taya Renee Hill. Taya would like to thank God, her village, and the faculty members that went above and beyond the role of instructor. Taya has accepted a position at Carolina East Health Systems in the nephrology department. Allison Hodges. Allison would like to thank her friends and family for being a constant support over the past year, giving a big shout out to her kids, Reese, Ada, and Elijah, for being her reason why and pushing her to be the best version of herself for them. Allison has accepted a position in the Carolina East Women's and Children's Department. NSO Jaw. NSO would like to thank his professors for keeping him in check, his family for keeping him busy when things were easy, and his girlfriend, Sammy, for being there when things got hard. NSO has accepted a position at Carolina East on 3 IMC. Franklin Scott Jones. Franklin would like to thank his soon-to-be in-laws who were instrumental in making school possible, his folks for always being supportive, even when he decided to change careers again. And his better half, because she said he better use most of his words to thank her, and because she did sort of help him every now and then made today a reality, a little bit more sometimes. Franklin has accepted a position on 3 IMC at Carolina East. Abigail Nicole Lay. Abigail would like to thank her husband Good for supporting her and taking care of things when she couldn't. She would also like to thank Edward, Martha, and baby Robert for always making her smile. Abigail is interviewing for positions in Columbus, Ohio, where she will be moving after graduation to be close to her family. Magale Lugo Gonzalez. Magali would like to thank her beautiful mother for every sacrifice made, every dream deferred, and every hardship endured. Because of her mother's strength and love, she is able to pursue her dream of becoming a nurse in this country. Lastly, she would like to thank her partner Giovanni and his family for their endless love, support, and inspiration throughout their journey. Magali desea agradecer a su hermosa madre por cada sacrificio hecho, cada sueño diferido y cada dificultad soportada. Gracias a la fuerza y amor de su madre, ella puede perseguir su sueño de convertirse en enfermera en este país. Finalmente, quiere agradecer a su pareja, Giovanni, y a su familia por su amor incondicional, apoyo e inspiración a lo largo de este camino. Magali has accepted a position at ECU Health in the Medical Oncology Department. Bridget Moore. Bridget would like to thank her dad for supporting her through this program, her brother for stepping up and powering through, her sister for allowing her to move in and run amok, her children for their love and support. It wasn't easy, and the off-brand waffles were straight trash. Bridget has accepted a position at Camp Seagull. Rachel Manning. Rachel would like to thank her mom and dad for raising her to be strong enough to persevere through the tough times no matter what life throws at her, as nursing school comes with hardships that nobody ever expects. And even though all of her brothers aren't around here, she would like to thank them for being there for her with support and guidance, even when she wasn't able to show up to family events as often. She would also like to thank all of the friends she has made throughout nursing school for helping to support her, whether it was studying or finding time to decompress outside of school. It means the world to her to have had such a big support system throughout this journey. She has accepted a position at Carolina East Medical Center in the emergency department.
Ashley Michelle McDaniels. Ashley would like to thank God in the name of his son, Jesus Christ, for his blessings, guidance, and strength. She's grateful for her parents for their love and support, her fiancé for his encouragement, and her daughter Amara, who's been her greatest inspiration. Ashley has accepted a position at Carolina East Health Systems on the Clinical Decision and Observation Unit. Shelby Miller. Shelby would like to thank her husband, Brannon, and family. Thank you for your support and patience through this hectic time. You kept me grounded and motivated, especially when I wanted to slack off. I could not have done it without you. Shelby will be moving to Pensacola in June and hopes to work at Sacred Heart Cancer Center. Madeline Now. Madeline would like to thank her husband, family, and friends for supporting her throughout her academic career and getting her to this milestone. She could not have done it without you guys. Madeline has accepted a position at Fresenius Medical Care as a dialysis nurse. Erin Rose O'Connor. Erin would like to thank her family for being her biggest support. They were there when she needed a shoulder to cry on. They continued to uplift her when she was having doubts and reassured her that she would be okay. They've supported her dreams for as long as Erin can remember. It's time now that Erin can take care of them. Erin has accepted a position at Carolina East Health System in the operating room. She plans to further her education within the year and pursue her bachelor's degree in nursing. Jessica Ann Phillips. Jessica would like to thank her children, Michael, Jacob, and Ezra. They're her greatest inspiration, even if their dreams involve her earning enough money to buy them four-wheelers, sports equipment, and video games. To Mark, thank you for your endless patience and for dealing with constant indecisiveness about what to make the boys for dinner. To her mom, thank you for always believing in and reminding her that she can achieve anything she sets her mind to. The love and support from all of you have carried her through this journey and made this milestone possible. She truly couldn't have done it without you. Jessica has accepted a position at Carolina East Medical Center in the emergency department. Veronica Graceann Respass. Veronica would like to thank her beloved sister, who was the reason for pursuing nursing, so that she could be a better advocate for her and others like her. Knowing her has made Veronica a better nurse, and most importantly, a better human. Rhiannon Rubalcava. Rhiannon would like to thank her amazing friends, parents, and sisters for their support and for helping her stay positive throughout nursing school. A special thank you to her husband and 2 boys. You are my motivation to keep pushing forward, and I couldn't have done this without your love and encouragement. Rhiannon has accepted a position at Carolina East Medical Center in the Clinical Decision and Observation Unit. Emily Sanders. Emily would like to thank her family and most of all her mom for their love and support. She also thanks her partner Daniel, whose calm presence and pep talks carried her through moments of anxiety and doubt. She dedicates this moment to her father Tim, whose support and love are still with her in spirit. Emily has accepted a position at Carolina East on the CDO department. Mariah Stowe. Mariah would like to thank her family, especially her parents, for their unwavering love and support throughout this journey. Their sacrifices, encouragement, and belief in her have carried her through countless late nights and long study hours. She would also like to thank the faculty for their patience and guidance to help her discover the strengths and confidence within herself. Mariah has accepted a position at ECU Health Medical Center in the Surgical Oncology Department and plans to continue her education and obtain her BSN. Laura Tolliver. Laura would like to thank her Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, she could not be here. She would also like to take a moment to express her deepest appreciation to those who have been on this journey with her. To her classmates, she would like to thank you for being her support system through sleepless nights, clinicals, exams, and the chaos of life. You pushed each other, encouraged each other, and reminded one another why you started this journey. She's proud to have walked this path with each of you and believes in each one of you and believes you have the success at everything you'll put your hands to. Her incredible teachers, she thanks each one of you for your guidance, patience, and unwavering belief in her. You challenged her to think critically, care deeply, and grow into a nurse. Your dedication and passion for teaching have made a lasting impression on her, and she will treasure it all her life. Laura has accepted a position at Carolina East Medical Center in the Oncology Department while working toward her BSN degree at ECU. Lena Gaskill Wells. Lena would like to thank God, her family, her friends, classmates, preceptors, and instructors for all their love, encouragement, and support. Lena leaves you all with this: the more you do, the more there is. Lena plans to continue her studies at ECU to complete her BSN and possibly her DNP. We will now recite the Nurses' Pledge led by Mrs. Belcher.
Graduates, please stand. Please take your position in front of the stage. You may now illuminate your candles. Please turn and face the audience. Repeat after me. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to faithfully practice my profession of nursing. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standards of practice of my profession, and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping. I will endeavor to increase my knowledge and skills in nursing, and to use them wisely. I will devote myself to the welfare of my patients, my patients' families, and my community, and will be active in assisting others in safeguarding and promoting the health, the happiness of mankind. I now present the Associate Degree Nursing class of May 2025. Please return to your seats. Please return to your seats. You may be seated. We will now welcome your class speaker, Bridget Marr.
They said we had to wear all white. Not that we couldn't wear all white light-up sneakers. I got y'all good. All right, so before I begin, I would like to give a big thanks to God for this tremendous honor and to dedicate this speech to Maleficent Bystander. It's a privilege and a joy to have the opportunity to stand before you all and speak. Although honestly, I have a deep secret that I got to share with you. I've been manifesting and praying over this moment since I started the program. I've been steadily planting seeds and tending to them, and I've been tending to them often. Yeah, that's right. God and I had a little planting plan. Yeah, got all y'all too. Because he knows life is tough. And I believe he also knows that some of you may need to hear a good message today. And I think it's also fair to start out by addressing the elephant in the room, the faculty. All of them. The instructors, the adjunct teachers, all the staff who work tirelessly, semester by semester, to ensure we all have the skills necessary to go out in the world and not maim the masses. Lest I forget, housekeeping and maintenance and advisors and all the like. We have a beautiful campus, clean classrooms to sit in, and we are surrounded by people who genuinely want to see students succeed. And that is a true blessing. Thank you for all the countless hours you selflessly pour into this college. You all are seen and appreciated. Now, before I move on to this next little bit, I want you all to know, if I get a little weepy, it's because of all my unexpressed joy. Because that's what grief really is. It's just all the unexpressed joy and love that we have we can't share with our loved ones. So I'm not a sap. I just have moments. It's important for me to point out that some of us have experienced undescribable grief before and even during this program. Perseverance didn't seem like much of an option when it came between that and repeating a semester, especially if it involved the semester where you had to precept for 132 hours. And honestly, I'd rather get mauled by a pack of hyenas or swallowed whole by a humpback whale, something like that. And also of note, some of you crazy people had babies while you were in the program. Some of you people are going to have babies real soon. Some of you were born in a foreign country and adopted. And at least one of you was born in a foreign country and had to live in a refugee camp with your family until you came to America. Some of you had to drive 500 miles and would drive 500 more. Man, some of you had to repeat a class and hope and pray that there would be room in the following class when it rolled around that next semester, which meant you had to wait months and months. Some of you had to push through sickness and near exhaustion, but no matter your circumstances, you all pressed on. You made it, and whether any of you realize it or not, you sharpened a couple tools that you didn't realize you had in your belt. And I'll give you a hint. It's not knowing how to get your old granny patient to take their meds, or even how to properly administer an enema. It's tenacity and resilience. If some of you are a little fuzzy on those meanings, don't worry, I got you, because I'm going to lay some knowledge down. Tenacity is actually one of my favorites. In fact, if I'm ever asked at a job interview what word would describe me best, it's usually my go-to. It's the quality of being tenacious or holding fast. A willingness to carry on despite danger, difficulty, or obstacle. I believe we can all attest to feeling like we were in danger at some point during our learning experience. We can all agree that trying to talk to a patient whom you just met 2 or 3 hours prior into letting you give them a bed bath is a little difficult. Unless they'd been single for a while. Or, maybe not even that, because some people are just weird. Now, resilience, and this is also one of my favorites. So many people possess this skill and don't give themselves enough credit for it. They think that by picking up and carrying on is just what they're supposed to do. And while that's not really wrong, being able to pick up and carry on means so much more. Resilience is the ability to adapt and recover quickly from adversity. And this is the skill you want to cultivate during your nursing career, because it's all about learning how to rise stronger after you fall. It's true that in the nursing field, no matter what specialty, they all have varying degrees of adversity. You remember that word I mentioned earlier, perseverance? Well, that's one of the cornerstones of resilience. How about that? I just learned y'all all something. There are so many things that I wanted to share with you guys, and while I've been working on this speech, I've been adding and taking away and adding and taking away, and it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to leave you all with, and then it came to me. I'll leave you all some breadcrumbs, a trail of breadcrumbs for those times when you feel lost. If you are blessed with strength, you must use it. And you must use it toward the greater good of mankind. It's not easy being strong, especially if others are counting on you to lead them. But you start by putting one foot forward and then follow with the next, and you keep going in that direction. Even if you aren't sure how to carry on, rely on your faith and press on. God never said that it was going to be easy. No one will ever know how smart you are until they know how much you care. If you don't inspect what you expect, you are to blame. Don't take yourself seriously. I know I don't. I'm totally pointing out that booger in your nose, or if you tuck your shirt in your underwear, or you got stupid-looking shoes on. You can act smart if you want to, but nobody's going to listen to somebody that's got a booger flying in and out of their nose. You've all seen it, you know. Cultivate a positive mindset. Cultivate often. When you find yourselves in situations where it seems like nothing is going right, find the good. It might be that booger in someone's nose. Find the good and hold firm to it. Hand out grace like candy. Allow people to be whoever they want to be and not let that affect who you are. And fun fact, this will also save you catching a charge. Almost every situation you find yourself in can be related to a SpongeBob episode. You aren't alone. Some of you may have fooled yourself into thinking that you're alone, but that's cat, bro. The rest of us have been right here with you, rooting for you from a distance, and I only say a distance because y'all are like feral cats. But that's okay. You can be whoever you want to be. Things don't always have to go your way. In fact, unpopular opinion, just because it gets done differently doesn't mean it was wrong. And lastly, while I can share so much more with you guys, I'll leave you with this, and it's the key to life. If you have gathered nothing else from anything that I've said today, take this little tidbit with you. Always make sure you laugh at someone else's expense. I want to thank my family. The past 2 years haven't been easy on us, but I believe God has a storehouse of blessings coming our way. And now Miss Kelly Toller is going to take over.
the sad part is she showed me those shoes about an hour ago, and I said they were fine. Did not know they. I know. You got me. I did not know that. Oh, my gosh. Okay. I don't know how to follow that, but we're going to try. Congratulations to you all. We want to leave you with this little tidbit as well. North Carolina has well been known for many firsts in history, such as the first in flight. And we're all well aware of the first for Pepsi by Dr. Caleb Bradham right here in New Bern. Yet many may not know or may not be aware that on March 3rd, 1903, North Carolina was the first state to recognize the essential need for nursing regulation and pass the very first Nurse Registration Act in the United States, right here. Craven County also has historical lineage to add in recognition of being first related to nursing. It was rare in the late 1800s for a young woman from the rural town of New Bern, North Carolina, to leave her family and venture to live in another part of the country. Yet Miss Josephine Bradham Burton, sister to the Pepsi Dr. Caleb Bradham, had the gumption to go to Philadelphia and pursue her career goal of becoming a nurse. She was bright, dedicated, hardworking, and worked enough to graduate from one of the best nursing schools in the country. She was further empowered by availing herself to the most current professional nursing events. And on June 4th, 1903, Josephine Bradham Burton registered at the Craven County Clerk of Court's office in accordance with the provisions of the newly established North Carolina Practice Act. On that date, Miss Burton from New Bern, North Carolina, occupies an impressive position as the very first registered nurse in the United States. Her story illuminates an important period in nursing history. So on this 60th celebration of Craven Community College, know that your origin has deep roots here, and we provide you strong futures that lead ahead of you. Persevere and create firsts in your new nursing profession. Take leadership in your craft as those before you did. We welcome you. We wish you all the greatest success as you move forward, and welcome working beside you as equals. Family and friends, thank you all for joining us to honor the graduating class of 2025. If you will please remain seated through the recession and join them in the lobby for reception momentarily. Graduates, please stand.